Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to be doing my what sold video for, well shoot, I lost my piece of paper. Here we go. Today I'm going to be doing my what sold video for last weekend, which was November 18th through the 20th. It was a slow weekend for me. I'm not quite sure what happened last weekend, but my Friday sales were, I think, probably the lowest of the entire month, and then it got a little bit better Saturday and Sunday. But I don't have as much to share with you this time as I have from the beginning of the week. But this week, holy cow, this is prime week for me, I think. Etsy's been on fire. Crazy. All right, let me go ahead and get everything set up to share. We're going to start with Poshmark. I sold quite a bit on Poshmark compared to Mercari and Etsy. But I did take, some lower offers. I'm trying to get a whole bunch sold on all my platforms. First thing that sold was this West Bend Penguin Hot Cold Server. It sold for $11 on Poshmark. Ralph Lauren Petite Women's Jeans sold for $14. This is Walgreens. It is a cute little gray elephant with glitter eyes. I love Walgreens plush. Not all of it sells for a lot, but $16 for a plush is excellent in my book. So definitely keep your eyes out for Walgreens. Walmart, of course, you guys know I love Walmart. VTech, these are the Go Smart people. They have their names, if you can see there on their feet. It's Hector and Misty, who's a fairy. I a lot of times do the cars in lots of 2. I sell them for about like $9 or $10, but it keeps them under a pound. So that's why I do it that way. These, though, did sell on Poshmark, which everything ships priority on Poshmark. They sold for $16. Christmas. It's definitely Christmas time. I am selling tons. This is a Gons Footsie Pig Christmas stocking from 1993. It sold for $19 on Posh. Last video I showed where some other Harley Davidson plush sold on Poshmark. These were the pigs that I cross-listed, I think, the same day. These, I believe these are from the online estate sale I won last year. These 4 sold for $20. And then this Knightsbridge men's jacket. Not all leather jackets are worth a whole lot of money. This is one of the examples, but it did sell for $27 on Poshmark. Mercari, I only have 2 sales to share with you. First was this Thai Pluffies Pink Putter Bear. It sold for $24. Aurora, love the little 5 and 6 inch animals. They sell very often for me. This one sold for $6 on Mercari. This cute little pink pig. And then one sell on Etsy, but I tell you, this week has been crazy. I'm over $500 on Etsy just this past week. These are Fisher-Price Constructs. I picked these up at the Goodwill bins in St. Louis earlier this year. I stood there and dug and dug and dug every single Constructs piece that I could pick out. These sold on Etsy for $71.95. All right, before we get started on eBay, my little commercial. I so appreciate those of you who continue to shop in my store. I do have a coupon code that you can use. It can't be used in conjunction with a offer, but if you use Rebel Reseller 10, you can get 10% off any item in my store. Also, if I have several affiliate links, Haulsale, WorthPoint, List Perfectly, And then if you don't have a subscription for American Bubble Boy, I also have a link for that. I do get a small commission if you use any of them to purchase. I also appreciate any people who use my links that are down in the description and in the banner for eBay and any other of the platforms. I do also get a small commission if you use those. So I just appreciate everything that you guys do. I say this quite often. It all adds up. So I appreciate it. All right, let's get to eBay. Robert bought these. I think we picked these up at a church sale. I don't remember how much we paid, but it was a large lot of Mikasa California currants. This was a 10-inch serving bowl. He can buy all the breakables he wants because he does pack them for me. This serving bowl sold for $12. Best Made Toys. I like that brand. I kind of put it in the same quality as like Kelly Toy. This brown and black dog with the Santa hat sold for $12.95. Lakeshore. Lakeshore is a company that a lot of educators purchase from. You can buy lots of manipulatives and just tons of stuff through Lakeshore, but they do also carry stuff like this. This is a baby doll. It was 13-inch. I want to say I picked it up at one of the consignment sales. I did take a $15 best offer on her. Levi's. We do really well with jeans that are black, so definitely keep your eyes out for them. These were the Levi's 560. They were in a very large size. They sold for $26.71. This is a viewer sale, so thank you very much, Patricia. She bought this Barrington Black Terrier Dog plush. It sold for $18. Fisher-Price Husky Helper. Now there is a more current version of these, and then there's the vintage ones. This is from 1977. They went with these chunky vehicles. I always look for them. Sometimes I list them individually like this one because it was very unique. It sold for best offer of $8. This is another viewer sale, so thank you very much, Amy. She bought just a large variety of different things, from Legos to little golden books to Barney to Hulk, and then this cute little puppy dog from Gons. Paid $30.36 for all of it. Homer Best. I don't pick that brand up a whole lot, but a lot of times I will for the cuteness factor of the plush. This was just a little girl doll, 15 inches. It did sell for $8.96. Giggle Bunny. This is from TCFC, which is those characters from Cleveland, 1993. It also had a Kmart sticker on it. It was supposed to like giggle and vibrate and stuff like that. It was not working. I put that up in the title. I also put it in the condition, and it sold for best offer of $12. I just picked up another one at the Nashville Benz. Christmas. We pick up a lot of this type stuff at estate sales, especially when it's like fill a box, or they're a quarter or 50 cents. I love picking up the vintage Christmas, I call them knickknacks. I'm not sure what others call them, but it was just this mouse candle holder. It sold for $8.96. Trendmaster pumpkin. It's one of those you could plug in and it lit up. It's from 1993. I just decided it's after Halloween. Don't really want to hold on to it, so I got a best offer of $11, which I accepted. Carhartt men's khaki jeans. These sold for best offer of $15. I want to say I picked all these up at one of our Goodwill Bins trips, either earlier this year or the year before. Definitely this time of year for Christmas. This was a Santa Claus figure from Ireland. It sold for $16.95. Caillou. They're slow sellers, but I do pick them up. I think it's one of the most annoying cartoons in the world, but that's all right. I still will pick that stuff up. This Caillou sitting in a tractor with a few little small accessories sold for $8. Christmas ornaments, again, I picked them up at estate sales, usually 50 cents or maybe $1. This was an LSU Tigers Christmas ornament. It sold for best offer of $10. I'm pretty sure this was listed last year and it didn't sell. So I was like, a lot of times when I see best offers coming through and I see that it's an older item, I'm like, please be reasonable because I need it gone. Anybody else feel that way when you see some of your old stuff with offers? Now this is a Build-A-Bear pink convertible car. This has been listed forever. I picked it up at our local Goodwill bins I probably 2, 3, 5 years ago. Sold for $23.95. The thing, the FF there was just to remind me, this was purchased through a freight forwarder. I see comments in Facebook groups and especially even in my own. I love freight forwarding companies. Once your item gets to them, it's a done deal. If you get a message from an international buyer and they say something's wrong with the item, you just have to respond. This is what I'll say. Did you use a freight forwarder? You can tell there's codes. A lot of times they're Oregon, Washington, things like that, or places like that. And then there's like a code. They try to sometimes hide it and say sweet or something like that. But you can Google map the company, and if it looks like a warehouse, pretty sure it's going to be a freight forwarding company. But I usually ask them, did you use a freight forwarding company? Usually they'll respond yes, and I'll say, well, you'll need to take it up with the freight forwarder. This was Shop Airlines. If you get orders from them, I have never had any problems with that company. Never. So anytime I see that, I'm like, yes. Stuffins. There's a whole series of different cartoon figures. I think I've got an example of another one further down the line here, but this is from Rudolph the Island of Misfit Toys. I'm sure I had the entire collection that I picked up at the Goodwill bins. I just found some more recently because I'm trying to get through those bags because I want to go again next month. But this is the King Moon Racer Lion, sold for $11.01. Here's the other one. This is Rocky and Bullwinkle. This is Nell Fenwick. It sold for best offer of $7. Christmas Village People figures. Most of them I think were marked Lemax. It did have this cute tree with it. I'm not sure if the tree was original to the set. I just put it all together because that's how I found it, or that's how I purchased it. This sold for $21.21. Oh, here's another Stuffins. This is Hermie the Dentist. He sold for best offer of $8. Again, I probably have way less than $1 in all of these because they were purchased at the bins. This is a Dandy Bernese Mountain Dog plush, 23 inches. It sold for $18.11. I think a viewer sent me comments on the video when I showed this that this was a Bernese Mountain Dog, and I went in and I changed the title to include that. The problem is I had already cross-listed it to Poshmark and Mercari, so when I went looking for this listing when it sold in the other platforms, I couldn't find it. I was like, how in the world do I say it's cross-listed there, but it's not there? But I hadn't added Bernese Mountain, so I need to pay better attention when I go in and edit stuff that it's not cross-listed. Lego minifigures. I spent probably 3 days sorting through my minifigures. I had over 130 of them. I painstakingly used Google Lens to figure out who they were. Were they good enough to be listed individually? Did I have needed to make lots? It was tedious, but I am selling the heck out of them now. Yay! These were all from that trip when we went to Cincinnati. I bought a bunch of Legos. I've already sold a lot of the loose bricks in just, I went through each bag, pulled out all the minifigures that I could find, and then just dumped the bags into my picture area, took a picture of the rest of the loose blocks, and listed them for 50 bucks. But I think, I want to say when I tallied up my listed value of all the Legos minifigures, I want to say it was $1,400. Now that's listed. I do sales, I take offers, so it'll be less than that, but still. This one little crash test dummy sold for $13.56. I think he was the first one as soon as I listed him. And then this is Happiness Aid Hug Me Cloth Doll. She's 24 inches. I showed her in a haul because I just loved that little mouse and strawberry on her apron. Sold very, very quickly for $30. This is Toys R Us Koala Bear Plush, 18 inches. Sold for best offer of $33. So definitely keep your eyes out for this plush. It has lots of sold comps. And then my big sale for that weekend was this Lego Duplo building block set. Again, when I'm at the bins and I see tons of Lego Duplos, even Legos, I usually will grab all of them, and I make large lots like this one, listed high, and I have no problem selling them very quickly. So I'm thrilled with the sales that I got. All right, y'all, we've got the flu in our house. Nothing like waking up at 5 in the morning with the child being sick. So that's how our morning started this morning. But we're going to try to go get some Tamiflu. And fingers crossed, nobody else comes down with it. I know others who are struggling with the flu and other sicknesses right now. So wash your hands. Hand sanitizer. Wash your hands. That's what's happening in our house right now, and going into and wiping everything down after it's being used. But say a little prayer for us. Bye.